Hello, pre-calculus folks. This is Mr. McAllen again, and this is our second video for day 4 of Unit 8, and we're going to now find the cosine function in the form of a cosine of bx plus d from a picture of a graph. Just like we did before, the first thing we do is we want to draw our midline. So in blue, I'm going to draw the midline right through y equals -2. This is the same function we had before. Remember, the amplitude is how much up and down from the midline we get. So the midline, the amplitude value is equal to 1. So I'm going to write over here again, the midline was -2, the d value. The amplitude is equal to 1. I need to come up with the frequency term. And again, to find that, I need the starting point and I need the ending point for one cycle of a cosine function. So I notice remember cosine, it always starts up high and then it goes low and then ends up high again. So we're going to pick at pi over 2 to be our starting point for the cosine function. At 3 pi over 2, this is pi over 2, negative pi over 2 I should say, pardon me, at 3 pi over 2, that would be this mark right in between pi and 2 pi. So that's 3 pi over 2, or 1.5 pi. That's my ending point. So that'll be 3 pi over 2. Using those two pieces of information, we have the period is equal to the end point minus the starting point, and that will equal 3 pi over 2 minus negative pi over 2, which gives us 4 pi over 2, which simplifies to 2 pi. So the period is 2 pi, and using the equation, remember when we calculate period equals 2 pi divided by the frequency value, we can solve for b by just switching the diagonals. So we have 2 pi over the period, which was 2 pi, forcing our frequency to be 1. Last part is to find the c value. And the c value comes from, you can either set bx for the starting point, b times the starting point plus c, you can set that to 0 and solve, or remember that the starting point was equal to negative c over b, that we used in our equation. So if you know the b value, which we do, and you know the starting point, which we do, you can use this equation also. Now this is a slightly different technique than what I did in the last video, but it works just as well also. So negative pi over 2 is the starting point. My c value, I don't know, so I'm going to write negative c. My b value was 1. Cross multiplying the 1 over and dividing by negative gives me a c value is equal to pi over 2. So I have all the elements I need to solve for, to fill in the blanks. Remember, c is pi over 2. So then when you fill in the blanks for a cosine of bx plus c plus d, you get your function for the trig function to be 1 for the amplitude, cosine. The b value was 1 times x, plus the c value was pi over 2 for this function, and the d value was equal to -2. And that would be your trig function that would work for this waveform function. Hopefully this helps, and tomorrow in class we'll be practicing a bunch of these for both sine and cosine. So I look forward to hearing your comments.